this. Okay, so now we're continuing the chicken and oyster sauce. So put in about 1/8 of a cup of peanut oil or canola oil. That looks good. Then into that goes the onions first. Another on the table over there. Yep, so we just normally do them for about a minute till they barely turn clear. Probably just for a minute to get really just the oil coated over them. And after that, you got chicken in here. Chicken neck. Really, we're just cooking these for probably barely a minute, which is pretty much that's pretty good. And then we add the chicken. I don't just cook for long because they continue to get cooked with everything else. And we add that chicken that we marinated earlier. And mix all that through the onions and start to cook the chicken. At this point we only really want about half cook the chicken and then we add the vegetables. That's good.
Full punch, yeah.
So that'll send me to the flush. So this, if you do want the chicken to brown a bit, you can let it sit on the bottom of the wok. And it'll brown one side a little bit for you, then you can turn it around, let it sit again. And that'll give you that browning sort of effect. Figure that one side and you do it.
You make it feel it sort of sticks there, I think.
Because you sort of, if you get the chicken to brown a little on one side without cooking the centre of it, it adds a fair bit of flavour to it. Feels flavour in, it's in there from the marinade. And with this next minute or so, you'll add the vegetables. While it's cooking, I'd probably throw the vegetables on top now at this point. So you've got the chicken just under half cooked. The vegetables that we parboiled earlier go in on top while it's still browning underneath. And we mix all that through. It's very important that they overcook the chicken so that they add the other stuff while the chicken's cooking, because we don't want to get the chicken cooked and then start adding the ingredients that we haven't added yet. Otherwise the chicken will come out dry. The next ingredient will be the sauce. That can be still added now though, that's fine. We'll probably add the garlic next, I think, to get the garlic through it, so it's nice and cooked. We'll do that now? Yep. Yeah, we'll definitely do that now. Normally you do this straight after the onions, or when the onions got cooked, but at this point it's still okay to cook through. That's starting to cook the outside now, so it's just about pink in the middle, which is good. So now I reckon we'll add the sauce to that.
This is the wet sauce, not the corn flour, the other.
Oh, you need to go milk in.
It's about it's sort of similar to a little bit anyway.
With the sauce we prepared earlier, the oyster sauce and the chicken stock. Mix that through. And that'll like steam off, and from the steam and the boiling that'll cook the centre of the chicken. And at this point we just let that steam away till that heats up and it'll like boil a bit. Then we just get a thick piece and make sure it's cooked through the middle. It's starting to boil, so when she boils give it a mix around again and then let it boil again, so that way it cooks all the chicken. Smells good.
Lovely.
I find it's coming quicker and quicker, not last week.
So no other sauces in there, just the thickener now,
No,
is
it's
it?
just the thickener and that's done, and then the shallots at the end.
Yeah.
That's it. I missed anything else. What did we do last week?
That was the garlic.
So last week we forgot something else in there somewhere along
Yeah, I remember you dashed in inside and
there. Yeah, threw it in at the end.
yeah.
That might have been at my place actually. I forgot about that before. Yep, that's it. Let's probably consider adding that thickener now, which we made earlier, which is corn flour and water. Mate, we don't add all of that. Mix that through well because corn flour will stick to the bottom, so nice thorough mix, and then probably add 30% of it, and then mix it around and see how thick it comes up. All you want it is like a wet gravy. You don't want it to go too bloody on you, otherwise you lose your sauce. Give that a mix. You want it to be just like a gravy mix. Probably will add more than that. But we'll give that a mix through. Yeah, stand in a little bit more. Do about the same amount again. That's it. And mix that through and that should thick it into the gravy. I reckon it might be enough this time around. It's looking like a gravy to me. And all we've got to do is make sure we just check one of the thickest piece of chicken there is on there and make sure it's not raw in the middle. That's it. So just so that looked like it was cooked with the bottom on that off.
Yeah, it is.
Yep, so I'll take that off the heat then there. Give that a mix through and then you just throw your shallots on top and stir it through once it's off the heat. Which adds that spring onion flavour. You can probably put it back on the heat and turn the heat off if you want.
Tastes nice, doesn't it?
And you add the shallots right near the end and mix through. A lot of people think it's pointless, but Once again, it just adds that light onion flavour that goes through it and flavours everything. Oh, I thought it starch. Confused.
It's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah, it smells great. Chinese always smells awesome when you cook it.
Mm.
I cook mine in sides, you still smell it for a couple of days later, but it smells as good as the day you're doing it. That's it. When you're done.
Perfect.